Hello everyone and welcome to TheSimmersNook. Today we're doing part 2 of the skill building mansion that I'm building. If you haven't seen part 1, I'm gonna link everything down below. So on part 1, we built the exterior of this house, all the exterior, and also the surroundings. So the pool, there's like chicken coops and some space for animals around. We also built a magic tower and a greenhouse on that video. So if you want to check that out, I also explain a little bit more of why I'm building this, what this is about basically. I'm gonna give you the quick resume, but yeah, there I go a little bit more into detail about what we're doing. In these next couple of videos, this one and the next one, I'm gonna be talking about all the skills you can get in The Sims 4 and how I'm incorporating them in this mansion. Because the point of this mansion is to do one house, one lot where you can build all the skills on The Sims. Is that even possible? Well, while I was researching to do this, I realized that there are a couple of skills that is really hard to incorporate here, or maybe even impossible. I didn't really test it. One of them was skiing. I don't know if you can find maybe in debug the skiing thing from Mount Comaraby, but it will definitely take off a lot of space. So it's not doable realistically in a lot. I don't know. I don't know if you can even place it, to be honest. And the other one was skateboarding, I think. You can actually place a railing or something, but I read that it's kind of best to just go to a place to learn skateboarding, and I think it was kind of big. So after I realized that I couldn't put skiing on, I thought, well, skateboarding can just go out of the house too. Any other skills I think I've incorporated. This obviously doesn't include any ones from further packs, so we might be doing a renovation of this. I don't know if I'm going to record it or not, but after the pack of the horse ranch comes out and I'm able to get my hands on it. But for now, this is all the skills you can build in Sims, and you can build them in one lot. I thought this was really practical. This was actually asked by my boyfriend because he likes to do gameplay where he maxes out his skills, but he always like kind of gives up beforehand, and he thought, hey, if you build me a nice house and, you know, one house that I can just have for the whole game and use it to build all the skills instead of me just placing random skills in a basic bare room, which is what he usually does, it will be much nicer. A lot of the color schemes that I'm going for here, which is like kind of woodsy tones and blues, is because that's like the taste of my boyfriend. Other than that, I'm kind of using my taste to go for it. I've also took the opportunity to like use items that I haven't used before, or just some of my favorite items, because when I was doing this and recording this huge mansion that took me so many hours, I was also doing the renovating base game series, and I had a limit of 20k simoleons there, so I couldn't really use most of the things that I liked, and this is why I took advantage of using them here. This build is on the gallery, by the way. Oh, and by the way, I think I forgot to mention, but I'm gonna put it in the title. We're doing the first floor of this house today. I was gonna do first and second floor, but I had some tech issues and I wasn't able to edit the second part. So we're gonna leave that for the next video, where we're gonna be furnishing the second floor, the magic tower, and then the basement where all of the skills that couldn't fit in the normal living space are. And we're gonna talk about those too. Okay, so I felt that it was fitting for me to do like a recount of the skills that there is in The Sims as I was showing you this build. I have a list in front of me. It's from the official Sims wiki. Well, it's not really official, but you know, the wiki from The Sims, where most of the information is gonna be located. I'm gonna link it down below in case you want to check it out, but basically we're gonna start with the skills from The Sims 4. This is the base game. I'm also gonna like read you a quick bit and tell you how you can improve this. So first of all is charisma. Charisma can be worked on in the mirror or in conversations with other Sims. Increasing the skill will unlock new social media interactions on the computer. I've obviously put a lot of mirrors over on this house. There's not a room specifically designed to build your charisma, but there's mirrors in the bathrooms, in the bedrooms, and all of that. Then there's comedy. Comedy skill is useful when talking with other Sims and with a microphone stand. Increasing the skill will unlock new joke socials, comedy routines, and the ability to improvise routines on a microphone. So you're gonna gonna see a little bit further down the video that I built like a little music area on the entrance. It was so big that I really didn't know what to do with the space. It felt so big. I always hate to build mansions because of this, because I feel like everything is so empty, and I try to make up for it by adding so many things. Like, I feel like this is the house where I've added most rugs, and sometimes maybe even too many. So forgive me if that feels like too many rugs, but really I feel like they fill up a little bit more the space, because I don't like empty space, like too many empty space. Obviously, like, everything over cluttered is not nice either. So I've done in the open space when you enter through the door, there's a little book nook that I really love, where you can sit and read, and it's like kind of dedicating for that. It's so cute. There's like a music stand. I planned it like you maybe can host like comedy nights or karaoke nights or just like concert type of nights. So everything music related is there, and there's also the microphone. Obviously the microphone doesn't really serve for singing, I think, in Sims. It looks better on the stage, so I put it there. So there's where you can build the comedy skill on this house. By the way, I think that before we go, I should mention what is this house layout. So downstairs we have a kitchen, a dining room, living room, then we have one big bathroom, we have the hallway or the I don't know how to call it, the entering area, where, as I said, there's a music area and there's like a book nook area, and then there's like 2 bedrooms and an office space. The main bedroom is here, and it has its own ensuite bathroom and also like a walk-in closet. Then the other one is supposed to be more like a guest room, or either if we want to expand the family, maybe it could be a teenage room. I feel like the way it's decorated could easily be a teenage room, but it could also be a guest room. Let's go for the third skill, which is cooking. Cooking skill is built primarily by cooking with a fridge, stove, and counter. Increasing this skill will unlock new cooking tricks, moodlets, and recipes. So I think we're all familiar with this one. Is obviously being built in the kitchen, so we have a kitchen in this house. You can build up this skill. Obviously, a lot of these you can also build by buying books, so as we have bookshelves around the house, you can always build it by doing that. So that's another option. The fourth one is fishing. The fishing skill is improved via fishing and reading about fishing. Increasing this skill will unlock fishing with bait and increases the likelihood of catching bigger and better fish. What you can do to put fishing in your lot is actually adding one of the fishing, I don't know how you call it, but it's like a wooden sign. Yeah, a wooden sign with fishing. If you put near a lake, technically you can fish in there. That's what I've heard. I don't think I've playtested that part, by the way. I kind of forgot about it. There's so many skills and so many things that I wanted to playtest that I think I might have forgotten some. So that skill you can build, if it actually works, on the magic tower. The magic tower is actually over like a little lake, and there is where I put like the fishing thing for you to fish. The next skill is fitness. Fitness can be worked on via the treadmill, weight bench, or punching bag. Increasing this skill will unlock new workout interactions and socials. So we have a gym upstairs on the second floor, which I'm not doing here. There's like a little space as a gym, and there's like all the things from the fitness skill. I think I put all 3. I think they all fit. You can also go for a run. It also builds up the skill. Next one is gardening. The gardening skill is built by working with plants, seeds, and planters. Increasing this skill will allow Sims to be more efficient when gardening, as well as unlock new gardening interactions and socials. So for this, we build a big greenhouse. By the way, when I did this, we didn't have the greenhouse kit, but in fact I quite like it. You can see how I build the greenhouse on the other video. I don't think it's shown here because I'm only doing the interior, but you can see that in the previous video. And then also on the next, I'm going to do a full tour of the house, a basement and greenhouse and all, so you can see it there too. Let's move on to the next skill, which is gourmet cooking. Gourmet cooking is developed through cooking gourmet foods on the fridge, stove, and countertop. Increasing this skill will unlock new gourmet cooking tricks, moodlets, and recipes. Just as cooking before, this is basically the same. You can do this in the kitchen, so that's obviously added. Next one is guitar. Use the guitar to improve the guitar skill. Increasing this skill will unlock new songs and interactions on the guitar, including the ability to write songs, publish songs, and serenade Sim. Again, as I said, I build a music space. You might be seeing it by now, maybe from the timing of this recording. this is never exact because I can make many mistakes when I'm recording, so I have to go back and edit it. On the music space, there is a guitar obviously as well as a piano. So handiness. Handiness is built by repairing and upgrading objects or using the woodworking table. Increasing the skill will unlock new craftables on the woodworking table and improves Sim's abilities to repair and upgrade objects. So obviously you can build up the handiness skill when things break down, and you can read a book on that. But I also included the woodworking table. I'm not sure if it's on the greenhouse or in the magic tower, because I also use it like as a dump for putting skills that I didn't have any other place to put it in. So they might be on the magic tower if they're not in the greenhouse. Next one. Logic. Logic is built on the chessboard, telescope, and microscope. Increasing this skill will unlock new interactions on the microscope, observatory, and various collectibles. There's actually a telescope upstairs in one of the rooms. There's like a balcony, and there's a telescope there. That's supposed to be the team's room. There's also a chess table outside. Like there's like a back area that's quite nice where I included some random activities there, and the chess table is there because I thought it was kind of fitting to have it outside there on that little back deck. Moving on. Mischief. Mischief is mainly tied to social interactions and the voodoo doll. Increasing this skill will unlock new mischievous socials on Sims as well as mischievous interactions on the voodoo doll computer and phone. Now that I'm reading this, I'm not sure if I included the voodoo doll on the magic tower because that was my intention initially. If I didn't, maybe I thought, well, you can build this by doing interactions or either reading a book too. So some of those are obviously like the social skill. It seems a little bit unnecessary because you can easily build it up with other things that aren't really items. Next one is mixology. Mixologists primarily use the bar. Increasing this skill will unlock the ability to make new drinks, bar tricks, and mixology socials. So the bar is actually downstairs in the basement. I created a little bar space. It's quite nice, I might add. By the way, I think on this video I'm just gonna go over the base game list of skills. Painting. Painting is primarily tied to the easel. Increasing this skill will unlock new painting genders and sizes. This one is actually upstairs in another balcony, but I think in the primary balcony there's also an easel. Oh yeah, and we have an art studio down below. I just had to add an art studio because I'm an artist myself. I wanted to do a little like nook for painting. Like there's rooms here that are mostly because it's cool. So photography is the next one. From a phone to a fancy camera, Sims who are skilled in photography will have greatest success as they hone their skills by taking lots of pictures, upgrading their equipment, experimenting with picture settings, and using the In a Flash photo studio. I actually did a photo studio down below. You can build a skill just with your phone, so it's actually not necessary to have anything else. Again, as I said, I thought it would be nice to just have a lot of different rooms for different things. Next one is programming. Programming is done on the computer. Increasing this skill will allow Sims to create plugins, games, mods, and mobile phone apps. Sims will also be able to hack on the computer. So obviously for this you need a computer. Any computer will do. So we actually have that on the studio. We also have a little studio upstairs. Next one is rocket science. The rocket science skill is built using the rocket ship. Increasing the skill will increase build speed and unlock new upgrades on the rocket ship. Actually, there's like a rocket ship area that I added, I think, after I recorded this whole video. It's kind of near the barns and all, so it's back there. Video gaming. Video gaming skill is improved via the computer, motion game system, and tablet. Increasing this skill will unlock new video gaming socials as well as new interactions on the computer. There's a gaming room down below, there's also another computer, and there's like the motion game system. Next one is second to last one, so violin. Violin skill is improved via the violin. Increasing the skill will unlock new songs and interactions on the violin, including the ability to write songs and serenade Sims. Basically just as the guitar. And we also have this one in the music space. Next one and last one of this video at least is writing. Writing is primarily done on the computer. Increasing this skill will unlock new writing interactions on the computer, as well as the ability to publish and self-publish books. Again, computers. We have an office. We can build up all of these skills there. So as you can see, basically you can do most of the base game skills on this build itself. You don't even have to get out. But yeah, there's also like a few extras around that we're gonna get to in the next video, because they're like the oddest ones, and as we're building like the oddest parts of this build, which is the magic tower, so we can pursue that aspiration, and the basement, then I'm gonna go over them with you on the next one. I hope that you like the process so far, and stay tuned if you want to see the last part of this video. Remember to check out the first part if you haven't yet. That's all. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye!